Greetings, everybody. This is Mannix, and welcome back, or if you're here for the first time, welcome in. So, look, I'm a small streamer. I assume if you're watching this, you're a relatively smallish streamer as well, and that is fantastic for us. We do it for the love of the game. Do we not? Do we not? Right. So, one of the challenges, though, that we do face as a smaller streamer, especially towards the beginning of stream as people are just coming in, is chat. Oftentimes I will start a stream and it will be a couple minutes before somebody jumps in and chats. And by that point, I have gotten fully sucked into whatever game I'm playing, and I may entirely miss that chat, which is never a good thing. As smaller streamers, we really want to make sure we're talking to folks in our chat, especially if it's a first-time chatter. We absolutely don't want to miss that. So I said to myself, there's got to be a way for me to get some kind of audio alert in my headphones only, not on the stream, when someone chats. And I found out that there was actually like no super easy way to do this. So I went through a process with OBS and StreamElements to set this up. And now every time someone chats, I get that sound. I know immediately what you're saying, which is that sounds super useful for about 10 seconds and then it must be horribly annoying. And yeah, you're exactly right. But I am going to teach you a way to, one, set up a cooldown for it. So if you only want it to happen every so often, I can teach you exactly how to do that. And then obviously I'll teach you a way to shut it off entirely, because once chat gets going and you're a little more tuned into it, you probably don't need it anymore. We do this through OBS and through StreamElements, to free items that I assume most people are using already, and if not, they're very easy to access. I'm going to give you all of the exact code to use. I'm going to give you the exact link to the sound I use. Basically, you're going to be like copy pasting a lot of this, so everything is in the description. You can just take it right out of there, but it's not the most intuitive process. So I encourage you to watch all the way through. There are a couple of pitfalls, a couple of things you got to make sure you do exactly right, or it will not work. And with that, let's get going. Okay, we are going to start off in StreamElements, which I assume most people probably have an account for. If not, it is free. Go ahead and sign up. And once you're in, under Streaming Tools on the left, you're going to select Overlays. Now, this is where you're going to see any active overlays you have going. You see I have a few here, including one called Chat Ping Sound. This is what I use for my alerts on my stream. I'm basically going to be replicating this now for you with a step-by-step overview. So you're going to select this new overlay button in the top right corner. You're going to be met with this window. This window does not matter in the slightest. There is no visual element to this. Nothing shows up on screen. It's only an audio trigger, so the resolution does not matter. You can just skip through it and click Start. Then on the left-hand side, you're going to click Add Widget. On the menu that appears under the Static and Custom menu, you're going to select Custom Widget. Now you're going to see a big blank canvas in front of you, which you can largely ignore. And then all of these drop-down menus on the left, you can also ignore. You're going to click this blue button in the top left, Open Editor. And in this window, you're going to see 5 tabs: HTML, CSS, JS, or JavaScript, fields, and data. First thing you want to do is clear out all of the default information in all of these. So go in, click Control A for all, and delete. Again, Control A and delete, and you're going to want to do this all the way through all 5 of them, because you're going to be dropping your own code in. Once all 5 of them are cleared out, go back to HTML and you're going to drop the following code in. Reminder, all of this code is in the description, clearly marked as to what you copy and paste where. What this basically is doing is it is telling the prompt where to look for that sound. So if I copy this sound out of here and just drop it into a browser, there's the sound. So that is telling it what to play. Now you want to go over to the JS or JavaScript menu, and and you're going to drop in the following code. This is all largely back-end stuff. You don't really need to worry about it, but the one line I do want you to take a look at is the second one down, and this is the cooldown time. Now, this figure right here where it says 1000 is the cooldown time. Now, this is measured in milliseconds, so 1000 will be a 1 second cooldown, which means if chat is flying by, it will only ping you once every 1 second. Let's say that's way too much and you want to change it to once every 1 minute, which would be 60 seconds. You're going to change that 1 to 60. So the figure becomes 60,000, which is in fact 60,000 milliseconds, which is 1 minute. For the sake of this, I'm just going to leave it as the default, but you can change this at any time to whatever you like. And then that's it. That's all we're doing in here. So once you're done, you're going to go ahead and click this done button in the bottom right. You're back to this empty desktop. In the upper left corner, you're going to want to rename this to something that you're going to remember what this is. So we're going to call this chat ping sound. I'm going to call it chat ping sound 2 because I already have one, but you can probably just call it chat ping sound. Then on the far right of the screen, you're going to click save. And then very last, you're going to select this link button, which will end up being the browser source in OBS. So copy that just by clicking on it. And then we're going to head over into OBS. All right, we are back now in OBS. We have that URL copied from StreamElements. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into any scene where you want this sound to play, whether that's your game stream or you're just chatting or you're starting or you're ending or be right back, whatever you want. You need to go into each scene and make sure you add this as a browser source. So for the sake of this, unfortunately, I have to do the thing that I hate in other videos, which is move into a scene that shows OBS, which unfortunately creates this like crazy mirrored effect. What we're gonna do once we get in here is under sources, you're gonna click the plus button and then you're gonna click browser source. You're gonna call this browser source anything that is related to what we're doing. So let's call it chat ping sound. I'm gonna call it test, just so I remember to go and remove this one after we're done with the video. And you click OK. Then in this top URL line, you're gonna paste that URL that you just got out of StreamElements. Width, height, any of the visual stuff in here does not matter. There is no visual element to this, so those do not matter. You can leave them at the default. But the one thing you want to make sure you are checking is this control audio via OBS. You want to make sure that box is checked, and once you're done, you're going to click OK. Now back out into the main OBS screen. Under audio mixer, you're going to look for the line item that you just added, the browser source you just added. In our case, chat ping sound test. And you're going to click the 3 dots to the left and bring up advanced audio properties. This is going to bring up a new window. And what this window is going to do is it's going to ensure that you are hearing this sound only in your headphones and not live on stream, not in the recording, and not in the VOD. So you need to look for the same line item that you just clicked through, chat ping sound test in our case, and you're going to need to do a few things. On the far right, uncheck every one of these boxes. It will make sure it doesn't end up on any of the outgoing audio tracks. But then under audio monitoring in this drop down, you want to click this and select the second option, monitor only mute output. This will ensure it is only in your headphones and not in the stream itself. Then you're going to go ahead and close this. And at this point, you should be done and it should be working. So I'm going to head over to Twitch and I am going to send myself a test chat in just a second. It is going to show up on screen so we know it comes through. But more importantly, we are listening for that audio ping to come through. So let's listen in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. It has shown up and we have heard the audible sound. Now, if you get to a point where you say, listen, chat is too much, I am paying attention, there's too much going on, you of course can either go in and adjust that cooldown period, or you can go into your audio mixer here and just turn that channel off. You will no longer hear it. Your chat was never hearing it in the first place, so you're good. The only thing you have to do is remember to turn that back on if you want that sound to start playing again at the beginning of your next stream. And with that, you should never miss another chat message again. Reminder that all those pieces of code for StreamElements are down in the description. Make sure you copy them carefully. Make sure you hit every checkbox that you need to check or not check, as this is a finicky process. It will not work if you kind of get just about anything wrong. Guys, if you like this video, it would mean a lot if you left it a like. If you really liked it, it would mean a lot if you gave us a subscribe. We'll be back with more helpful videos in the future. And if you want to hang out real time, come see us over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ManixWolf. We've been playing Arc Raiders, Botany Manor, all kinds of stuff recently. We've been having a great time. Come check us out, and thank you for watching.